When you go to B&Q or Homebase, one of these DIY places, you see these bags and you're not really quite sure which one is which and what's best for a particular job. There's cement, there's mortar, there's concrete. Which product is best for which job and how do they differ from each other? That's what we're going to be learning about in this tutorial. We're going to learn about how cement is made, and then how cement is made into concrete, and what happens when concrete sets. This is a picture of a rotary kiln which is used for making cement. Now, this rotary kiln is made of thick steel. It's enormous. Have a look at the size of the doorway in the distance, and it rotates on these huge bearings day in, day out. Not only does it rotate, but it's also heated. You can see from this thermogram here that it's very, very hot inside. The raw materials for making cement are crushed limestone and clay. These are put into the kiln at one end, and then as the kiln slowly rotates, they make their way slowly down the kiln. As they do so, they're heated by gas jets to a very, very high temperature, and at the end out comes a mixture called cement clinker, which is then milled down to a fine powder and put into bags for cement. So cement is made when limestone and clay are heated together. Although cement is sold in large bags at DIY centres and builders merchants, it doesn't tend to be used as cement. Instead, it's just one ingredient of various mixtures. For example, mortar, which is made when cement and sand are mixed with water. This is used for bricklaying. And concrete, which is where cement and sand, aggregate or small stones, and water are mixed together, and this sets into foundations. Concrete and mortar both need to be left to set, because the setting of concrete is a chemical reaction. It actually gets warm, it's exothermic, as it sets. Crystals are made which hold the grains of the sand and aggregate together. Here's an exam question. Limestone is heated with clay. Write down the name of the substance made. Well, that is cement. And limestone and marble are made of the same chemical. The name of this chemical, we choose from these, is calcium carbonate. And here are the answers. Limestone is used to make cement. Limestone is mixed with another substance. Write down the name of this substance. From the choice, we have clay. And there's our answer again on the mark scheme. Concrete is used for the foundations of buildings because it's got very good compressive strength. That means that a lot of weight can be put onto it and it won't crush. However, sometimes concrete needs to have its properties modified, and in that way it's reinforced using steel support. Reinforced concrete is an example of a composite material. It's made out of concrete, but it has these steel rods embedded within the concrete. Although the concrete had got good compressive strength, it was quite weak in tension. By putting the steel rods in it, it improves the tensile strength of the concrete, making it more useful. Here's a concrete slab being laid for a new building, for example for a warehouse, and again it's being reinforced with steel so that it makes it much stronger. Just for comparison's sake, here are some other composite materials. We have here some glass reinforced plastic. Glass reinforced plastic used to be called fiberglass, and it's made of a plastic which has got glass rods set into it, and that give it additional strength. It holds the plastic together and stops it from cracking. Similarly, plasterboard here is made out of plaster which is very brittle, coated with paper, and the coating of the paper gives it that extra strength that means that it won't crack in the DIY warehouse. Generally, composite materials contain two or more materials, and combining them together makes a material which has got better properties than either of them alone.